I'm going to time lapse myself walking out there. Guess I'll lock it even though there's nobody around. Time lapse myself walking out there, and then the 360 in my hand and the GoPro for sticking in the water in my backpack. I don't know if there's going to be any water though. We'll find out. Definitely cold in the shower. So we've had like, I don't know, some upper teens to 20s at night and like maybe 40 during the day the last few days. And I think it probably froze everything up out here. I figured I'd get some exercise in early and walk back here, but if this is all frozen up, then I will drive into the park and go check out that other first little spot there and see if that has anything free and moving. But I don't know, the temperature at my house is sometimes an indicator because the lower valley will get colder. So if it was, 18 at my house, it's probably like 12 down here. I think I mentioned that the last time I came because you can feel it. But I think the last time I was here, there was that right here was a stripe of flowing water. Not really just where it was bubbly either. It was a central current. Sounds like I can hear something. I know it has to be pretty bitter cold to freeze up like a falling cascade, but the cascade back here you know, has a real slow moving pool right before it. The cascade itself doesn't have to freeze up, you know, and they're all pretty short right here. There is some exposed water right there. And looks like 6 to 8 inches of ice there. But look at that. The sun is hitting it. That's crazy. I didn't think the sun touched over here at all, but boy, if the sun were hitting that little bathtub cascade, that would sure look neat. Let's see, is it? Oh, weird. Okay, this is a different phenomenon. It looks like it's drained. Like the not the bathtub itself, but that area above it. Oh gosh, I don't know. Some of this ice is so rotten. Yeah. Well, the snow isn't falling into water there, so. That is wild. Yeah, I don't think I'll stand on any of that. How can I do this? I know I can get... You know, I think I'll go back, actually. See if I can turn around on this thing. Doop, 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 doop. This feels so weird. It's like the hot lava game when you're a kid, except it's ice that will get you very, very wet underneath it. See, some of these places you'd probably just, you know, make the whole shelf fall and slowly be encompassed with water afterwards, but taking a look at that, I've never seen the water lower than right about where that snow line or the snow and ice is right there. But this is not real safe to be on, but if I hold on to the dry spot, I think I'm okay. There we go. Oh wow, isn't that weird? So I guess what I'm actually seeing here is an illusion. The water is still, well, it's not at its normal height. It's a little bit lower. But the actual rock surface yeah, it's several inches down right there. But where it flows over the rock, I'm trying to think, on my prior videos, it's like 6 to 8 inches deep right there. So it's down about that much, about 6 to 8 inches. But it has this dramatic effect because of the way the ice is raised up. Gosh, it just looks weird. I'll make a path for the next person that comes this way, because They probably didn't know where the stone went. I think there's an increased flow this direction underneath that rock and a decreased flow over here. I think I kept the lens dry. Well, mostly dry. Let's go. I'm gonna poke it under here too. So I brought my underwater rig along with, but there's hardly anywhere that I feel safe getting that close to the water. I could definitely walk on it, like downstream where it quits bubbling, and the ice I'm sure is pretty strong there, but you know, there's not much in the way of stuff to stick it into. This would be neat, but I can't reach it, and you go too far and you got yourself a ice chute and drop down into the bathtub, which that bathtub doesn't have a big entrance going out that way. Like, I would worry if you fell in that, you'd get stuck right there, trying to claw your way out. Makes me want to back up saying that out loud. Like, shit, what am I doing here? I haven't really looked upstream much. I haven't gone upstream much because it's all rocky and there's no like soil trail there anymore. That's really neat, all the little teeth hanging down over there. Well, my hands are getting cold standing here. I gotta do something with them, so. Thinking maybe I'll just get some close-ups with that other camera, but oh, see the crack? Oh, that was cool. Everything that falls into that chute went down. Oh, went the other way. Gotta throw something into that that's like crunchy. Well, maybe I'll move on to the other destination. I think I will. That way I can warm up again. The sun's probably not hitting over there at all. So you can see it hitting the high hill, but this hill's probably blocking that spot. So that's something to think about too. It'll probably be frozen pretty good. I guess I might hang out here for just a little bit. Observe. Ice Island there. I wonder now where those icicles are all hanging. I mean, that's pretty high up.
So it looks like at some point the water was coming around the rock and on top of that shelf. Or at least like melting snow, something was doing that, making those icicles. I just have fun kind of racking my brain thinking about how all this stuff actually forms. Same thing with the rocks that sit here. Weird stuff. Take a few pictures too. Car doors or maybe ice settling. I don't know what that was. Well, I think I will call it a day at this spot. Though I'm gonna have to come back. It's gonna continue to ice up in weird ways because the temperature will get colder at night than it has been. So we'll get a couple of extra cold blasts. Get a little bit of fresh snow. It might be a bit till I can actually get back to this spot. We'll see. Grab that dry spot. Whew. I think I'll go up to that other spot just to examine the freezitude of it all. Goodbye, sunshine. And I think I'll